Hey everybody, it's Jochen Hyde, and I'm back with the Desert Wolf versus Loka Senate campaign. It's December 27th, 1941. Hoping for some fireworks here, especially near Sakhalin. Let's see what happens with that. Oh no. The Allies just retook Port au Princesse on Palawan. We'll talk about that later. That's bad. Type 95s are probably not going to do anything here. Yep, too deep. All right, so we got the Tambor sitting off a wake, and we see something coming in here. I'm guessing it's either a supply drop or a troops or something at the wake. Ooh, that's something Japanese sinking. I don't even know what it is. Really? Okay, well, it looks like the Japanese are not done at Wake. They're doing a fast transport landing at Kure Island. Near Midway. That's bold. He's just not letting it go. Oh, yeah, boy. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, I was hoping for something like this. Okay, remember those, if you watched my last video, remember there were some Clemsons that were hanging out um, just south of here, and I was hoping they'd make a run in, and we caught a big boy today. We have 3 tankers escorted by a single patrol boat. That is not enough. My guess is that all this stuff's going to get taken out here. Okay, so it's an AO. Here it begins. Oil cargo burning. Yep. It's loaded. Oh, man. Oh, even the patrol boat's getting hit now. All right, I think we know how this is gonna go, guys. These guys are ripperoni. Let's go ahead and finish her off then. Oof. All right. Well, there you have it, guys. I was worried about this for the Japanese last turn. So I saw the American destroyers around here last turn, and they shot in. Two of the small little, small capacity tankers were sunk. This Naruto is probably going to sink with that much damage, and this patrol boat might get away. I'll talk more about this when we go around the map, but I have a lot of thoughts on this sort of thing, and it's preventable by the Japanese, but I don't think he took the necessary steps. Anyway, let's press on. Attu Island, okay. Oh, look at this. Sweep by P-35s? Okay, bombing at Singapore. Again, in the stratosphere, he'll hit nothing like that. Okay, now he's going for Bataan today. Hitting nothing, severe storms and high altitude. Watch, they're gonna hit nothing, they're too high. Look at that, 18,000 feet, no hits. And he's flying these guys at extended range. No. Okay, that's actually a pretty decent result at Wenchao. We'll have to look at the damage to the base. That's not bad. What is this? A single aircraft sweeping? That guy's brave. Ah, there's the flak. Even at 16,000 feet, the flak is killing stuff. Better hits, though. Okay, so this is an actual industry attack on the Chinese. I don't like this. I think this is a bad thing to do for both sides. To start nuking the industry in China is bad for everybody involved, the Chinese and the Japanese. To me, it's the nuclear option that I don't think people should take. Yeah, I don't think that's wise of Loka. He's going to want that base someday, and now he won't inherit that supply generation. And there he goes again, hitting industry. This is a bad idea. Let me tell you real quick why. So his goal here is to degrade the Chinese supply generation, and that's fine, but he's moving at the speed of death trying to do it, right? He's in no way, shape, or form anywhere close to challenging the Lanchao fuel supply. He's in no way, shape, or form even ready to take out Rangoon or anything else. So in the meantime, the Chinese have more or less an okay supply situation. But these bases that he's bombing are bases that he's going to own someday. And it would be nice if he could inherit some industry doing it. But he's blowing up the industry he's going to inherit. It's hurting him in the long run more than it's going to hurt the Chinese in the short term. My guess is he's going to attack this dot base today. He's kind of feeling it out to see what's there. Try to disrupt it. $23,000 feet. No flak losses, but no hits either. City attack. Look at this. He's bombing industry. I don't think it's smart. Ooh, look at this boldness. What is this? Wow. I like it. Going for a port strike at Hong Kong, huh? Okay, he's sweeping over Rangoon and there's nothing there. All right, AM phase in the books. I'm kind of sad we didn't see any biplane action today. Oh, I'm guessing that sinking sound is probably going to be that AO near Sakhalin. I'm hoping we get to see some biplanes today. Guess no biplanes today. Oh, I keep forgetting about this. These Chinese been hanging on for a long time here. And they hang on again. Hey, it just won't go away. Okay, bombardment at Clark. Yields no results at all. So now we see what the Japanese have here. 1200 versus 800. Okay. A Japanese attack on Malay again. Let's see how this goes. Wow. Oh. Costly, but they get the fort level down. That's something. Okay, that's not bad. It's not a bad result. And the survivors from the 124th Infantry Regiment are fully ashore at San Jose on Panay. I don't think they have enough AV to take the rest of the island, though. And these guys are going to have to surrender. Oh! Or not. Okay, well, they're not going to surrender because they have no retreat path. So they're just going to sit there and fight until they die because there's nowhere to go. And then looks like the base force, which appears to be the other part of the unit in Midway, is trying to do something here. I don't know what the intent is with this. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers as we always do. Aircraft losses today. 8 for the Japanese, 5 for the Allies. That's actually kind of a lot. So 2 Dorniers lost. Some PBYs and a Lodestar. I'm assuming that Desert Wolf is probably moving troops around via the air. Ship sunk last turn. So what we saw go down were these two tankers. Now, again, they're not worth that much as far as points, but they're worth a lot to the Japanese because they need tankers everywhere. There's never enough tankers for the Japanese, and to lose any hurts. And when we get up to the Sakhalin area, I'm going to tell you more about what I think about this. We also heard other sinking sounds, which we don't know what they were from. And we also think we heard sinking sounds later in the campaign, in the turn, that sound like that AO Naruto that sank, and that's worth a lot. All right, so if we take a look here, the Japanese have now taken Kure Island Atoll. I don't know why. I don't know what the purpose this serves at all, because he has nothing there to build it up right now. Nothing worthwhile. Meanwhile, these guys are still marooned here. As you can see, our stuff is scattered, right? So we have these troops that are standing far off for now. We have this fast transport supply unit there and heavy cruisers just hanging out. We're just waiting for an opportunity to move in. I don't know when that's going to be, but we need to get something in midway to get some supply into these guys because they just don't have enough. The supply did go up though, so I'm wondering if he's flying stuff in here. That's my guess. Let's see if I can determine that. Yeah, see, the supply level went up here, so I think he's flying supply in. Yep, there it is. He's using his PBYs to fly supply into Midway, and he's bringing supply into Johnston from Pearl to fly up there. All right, I see what's happening here. And then we have a sub-transport task force, which I'm sure what he's going to do is load supply here. And that actually carries 468. These guys will head up there. So he's doing everything he can to bring supply into Midway, but what he really needs is a ship like the Curtis to do it. We'll keep watching this, though. All right, so the big story for this turn was the surface raid here at Sakhalin. So we have these guys that were shooting down into here, hopefully to catch something. I think he went a little bit too far south. And then these guys, which are now retreating because they're out of ammo. So let me tell you about this whole thing. If any of you guys are following my first Japanese campaign, Helson, my opponent, pulled off an incredible surface raid on me up in this area. He got in, shot up a bunch of my ships, way more than what Loka just lost, and got out, and basically came through here and skirted around. And he damaged a ton of my ships. And then he came down this way and hit a bunch more of my ships. I lost about 30 ships to these raids, and I had nothing to show for it. But I learned my lesson, so in my future campaign, well, current one with Macho, I've got naval search and I've got armed destroyers and cruisers guarding this vital supply line here so that can't happen to me again. I learned my lesson, but apparently Loka has not, because none of these guys are sighted. So that's telling me he's completely oblivious to the threat of surface combat raids in the Sea of Okhotsk and the Sakhalin area. And it's vital because there's fuel, there's supply, there's resources that you got to get out of here for the mainland. And he did not take any steps to prevent this. And that's just inexperience. I learned my lesson from my first campaign in a very painful way, so that's never going to happen to me again. Take a look here also. We got an AO sitting off here, ready to pick up these guys and get them some fuel. As far as rearming this, I have no idea what his plan is. I think they'd have to go as far back as Dutch Harbor. And they may have enough rearm level here, so these destroyers are going to have to go all the way back to Dutch Harbor to rearm. But as far as refueling, we have an AO sitting here off the, what is this, the Kamchatka Peninsula? Or is that over here? I don't know. I'm not an expert on Soviet Union. This has got to be Kamchatka, right? Either way, you gotta, if you're playing Japan, guys, from day one, get naval search up here. Get any light cruiser, any light destroyers that you've got, the ones that don't have any ASW rating, I would bring them up here to guard these convoys. Okay. Send anything that has ASW down into the DEI, and the destroyers that don't, you put them up here. And I learned that lesson. I hope he does too. Okay, China. We're still dealing with these guys here. They're hanging on by a thread. I can't believe it. Still solvent though. No attack here. No attacks here. I don't have much to add here. Okay, we have troops into Wenchao, but I can tell you right now, I doubt that it's enough to take it anytime soon. This is... what can I say here? The Japanese are just shut down for now. And something we saw today, which I think is a bad precedent, is Loka is now bombing industry. And he's doing a good job of it, right? So he destroyed most of the light industry there. He attempted to hit stuff here. He's bombing light industry there. And again, my personal opinion on this, and again, I don't claim to be the subject matter expert of this game, and maybe my viewpoint's wrong. But because he's done very little to actually challenge the most important supply sources for the Chinese, i.e. the Burma Road and the fuel from Magway and Lanchao, the Chinese are not really experiencing a lot of supply shortcomings right now. It's going to be a long time before they do. And bombing these industry sites is taking away literally nothing that the Chinese need, because a lot of these bases make their own supply that are in excess of what their industry can even do anyway, okay? So all he's doing is bombing his industry that he's going to capture someday. And for the Japanese, every single point of industrial supply generation is critical, because we just don't get enough. So he's not doing himself any favors by bombing these things right now that he's going to capture eventually. It's not going to hurt the Chinese. It's going to hurt the Japanese. That's my opinion. Nothing to add here in Rangoon, although he did start finally sweeping this place from Chiang Mai. We can see that this stack is definitely on the move down here towards Johor a bit. I gave you my timetable in the last video when I think he can attack. He won't even make the cross until well after January 4th, 3rd. And then after that, he's going to have a long siege to take these guys out. Oh, since we're talking about this, do you see what happened here? The Allies completely retook Port-au-Princesa. The Japanese landed here, attacked these guys, pushed them off. They went into the jungle, but as soon as the Japanese left, they went back in there. When you're attacking Palawan, you have to land in two places, here and here simultaneously. You land a guard force here and your main attacking force here. So when you attack Port-au-Princesa, you kill this unit because they have nowhere to retreat to. Loka didn't do that, so that when he attacked and defeated this unit, they retreated into this hex, but he didn't follow up. He left. And these guys just walked right back in. Rookie mistake. It's something that I learned early on. You hit Palawan hard on both bases so they cannot retreat, and you kill them in one spot. So now he is back to square one on this island. Okay, nothing really to report in the Dutch East Indies, although there is a large concentration. Okay. Look at this. We have battleships, we have carriers, we have ASW task forces. My guess is that this is a move on Ambon. So probably wouldn't be a bad idea to evacuate whatever flyable aircraft you can out of here. He's definitely going for Ambon, and I don't really see a lot of Allied naval forces in the immediate vicinity to challenge that. We got quite a bit of stuff in Surabaya, right? Let me see, what do we have here? Okay, we got all these guys that are repaired, fueled, and ready. And then we have quite a bit of other ships that are not quite ready. Actually, quite a few. So we have a lot of ships that are just kind of waiting to get repaired, including a fair amount of our heavy cruisers and light cruisers. So I'm wondering if Desert Wolf may want to accelerate this pier side repair stuff, or maybe just go back to getting them back into readiness mode, because there's definitely another attack coming soon, and it appears to be coming for Ambon. So I think he'd probably want to be in a position to intercept that. So we'll see what he does with these ships over the next couple days. There's quite a bit sitting in the dry dock that maybe he wants to pull out of there. But who knows? What I really want to see is this. Okay, we have the Lexington still moving towards Perth, and my guess is that once it gets to Perth, it's going to refuel and head this way. I mentioned that yesterday in the last video. And at Sydney, how are we doing on everything here? Looks 5 days left on the Enterprise till it's fully repaired. And the rest of the task force is just sitting there waiting to go. That's it. Another quick turn, but exciting. Oh. Okay, well, that's something different. These guys were sitting over here yesterday, and they were going to go to Rennell Island. Now I turned down this way. I guess he's guarding the approaches into Espiritu Santo and Afate area in the New Hebrides Islands. Probably because he thinks he's going to come back to cap these bases, so he wants to be ready for that when they do. That's the turn. I got another video to watch because I've got way more turns than I've got videos right now, so I got to get back to it. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's see if anything comes of this continued raid tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.